I'm Will, and I am a tour travel consultant for Jenman African Safaris. I've managed to travel to 4 very unique and different, very diverse countries. I've been to Uganda, Madagascar, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. And of course, I've traveled extensively through South Africa as well. But I think each country was so unique and so different to the next one. Perhaps South Africa is the favorite country of mine, purely because I'm from a different country and I've managed to, create a life for myself as well as visit different destinations here. And I probably still look at things with through rose tinted glasses as well. So everywhere I go, I'm looking at it from a tourist, sort of perspective as well. But perhaps some of the other countries I've visited have different and more unique things, wildlife, culture, that sort of thing. But from my perspective, I think they're all as unique as each other. I moved to South Africa because my partner is from South Africa, but I was in England before that, and I worked in travel many years ago, and I worked for a school's travel company, and I got my first taste of traveling to Europe and first taste of managing groups and looking after people, organizing tours, responsibilities, and what goes into travel and the infrastructure behind it as well. From there, I moved into a completely different industry for a number of years, came to South Africa, moved to Cape Town, took a step out of the front door, saw Table Mountain, and thought perhaps travel's where I really ought to be. For me personally, I've sold Botswana, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Zambia as individual countries, and I've combined certain destinations within each of those to allow guests to actually visit different experiences in each country as well, which is very feasible. But I would suggest spending as much time in one country as you can. Somewhere like Botswana, for example, if you're wildlife focused, come through to Botswana, spend some time, 9 or 10 days, just in Botswana, and just sit yourself at 3 destinations to get different experiences, because it allows you to do that. Namibia, for me, is perhaps the country I want to visit more than anywhere. It's quite close to South Africa, but it seems so far away still. You've got landscapes and scenery that you can't experience in any other country, perhaps in Africa, and it's got some of the most remarkable, sort of scenic adventures to get involved in as well. So I think it would be a toss-up for me between a self-drive in Namibia, where I just take my time going through to different destinations, or the Botswana trip that ends at the Okabanga Delta and just gives me a few nights just to really understand what that destination is all about, because I think it's probably one of the most sought after destinations and perhaps one of the most beautiful destinations in the world. So that's probably the two on my bucket list at the moment. Taking Southern Africa as an example, it's very easy to combine 3 or 4 destinations, 3 or 4 different countries in one trip very comfortably, and you get enough time at each place that you want to visit as well before moving on. So there's regular flights. The airline infrastructure is very good between, say, Cape Town and Victoria Falls. You've got international airports like Johannesburg, Cape Town, Vic Falls, which can then connect you to, say, Nairobi for Kenya and Tanzania, so you can combine a Southern and an East Africa safari as well if you want to. But I would say that with all that in place, it's still nice to actually just try to stay somewhere, for example, Cape Town or the Okabanga Delta in Botswana. Just stay there for a few days and try and immerse yourself in the ambience of the destination before moving on. The infrastructure allows you to move between destinations very quickly, which can be great if you're on something like a guided group tour, because they're there for a limited time and people want to see as many destinations as they can, which is great. But these days, the infrastructure we've got allows us to spend more time at each place and really get to feel the ambience of one particular place, which hopefully allows them then to get the most out of that and think about coming back again for another trip later on to another destination. I'm getting repeat guests coming back. They've been on holiday several times themselves. They've traveled throughout the whole region, and now they're bringing their family, they're bringing their grandparents or their young children. And it's perhaps the biggest endorsement you can have as a consultant when someone comes back to you and then says they had such a great time that they're actually bringing other family members or another group of friends or something to come and experience a similar thing. I think that's one of the best things about traveling in Africa. Something about it bites when you visit, and it could be an individual independent thing, or it could be something that they experience as a group, but something gets you back, and it's that magic ingredient I think we can't fully explain, but it's one that allows us as consultants to really get to know our clients and get to know what their personal tastes are and where they want to go, and then we can really build magical tours for them.